Alright everyone, welcome back. I trust that first video really got you thinking about success and where success is born from the very beginning, which as you now know is having the proper mindset, that foundation to build upon. When we consciously choose to become aware of our mental state and tune in to whether our state is working for the success of our health or against the success of achieving better health, we can begin to train ourselves into having a successful state of mind more and more and more often. And the cool thing is that the body is always responding accordingly. When you understand this, what I just said, you are already leaps and bounds ahead of most people, the millions of other people in the world that have AS. That's just something that they don't know. So become aware of your mindset right now. We're going to begin your training right now. Take a breath. Are you feeling positive? Are you feeling doubtful? Are you open to what I'm saying right now? The choice is yours, and it will dictate your future, so choose wisely. What we are going to discuss today leads you directly into your place of personal empowerment, and it goes hand in hand with mindset, which you now understand. In order to create a less painful life, we need to begin doing one thing very important. We need to begin working with the natural intelligence of our body and not fighting against it like many of us have for years. I know it may not feel like it right now, but your body is brilliant. And what we want is that brilliance on your side of recovering from pain. Your nervous system is the catalyst for massive changes in your body. And I want you to understand just the bare basics of how this works because it's affecting your health every day. And once you understand this, you can begin to consciously influence it for the better. To best explain the nervous system for you, I'm going to draw a simple diagram. This triangle right here, this represents the basics of your nervous system. At the very top, we have your brain. Okay, we all know this is very important. This is the body's main control and command center. And then these two corners are the two very different sides of the nervous system, and they do very different things. On one side, we have what's called your sympathetic nervous system. That is your body's basic fight or flight response. Okay, that's a typical stress response that the body goes through whenever there is a threat perceived in its environment. Now, what's interesting about the fight or flight response, a lot of people with autoimmune diseases also have some form of digestion problem. And that is a direct response from what is happening with the brain and the sympathetic nervous system. Because what happens here, the brain releases certain hormones into the body. And these hormones do very specific things. For the fight or flight response, it pulls blood away from the internal organs and puts them into the extremities, okay, your arms and your legs and your neck. That's because your body is priming itself to fight or flight. You need that fuel, you need that oxygen and that blood flow so that you can be really physical. Okay, that'll happen to anyone all the time. That's a natural response. So when that is happening, your body doesn't have the sort of energy to work on digesting food or keeping yourself healthy in the organs because it's pushing its blood to the outside. On the opposite side of this, we have what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, that's over here. These things work in tandem all the time. When one is up, the other's down. When the other one's up, the other one's down. But they're always fluctuating, always. On this side, this is your rest and repair. Obviously very important. When you are resting and repairing, your body is able to be in that state because it's not perceiving a threat in its environment. So this is the state we want you to be in most of the time. The reason chronic illness happens, especially in the world of AS, is because our bodies spend too much time right here. Now, whether or not you realize it yet, that is an absolute fact. Your body would not be having this bizarre inflammatory autoimmune response if it was spending enough time over here, okay? Now that you know that this system is working inside your body every second of every day, your ability to reclaim your life from constant pain comes down to two different things. Number one, your awareness that this is working. If you're not aware of it, you can't change it. But as soon as you become aware of this, you can take steps to control it because you're not separate from this, okay? And you can strongly influence it to be either helpful or harmful. And number two is your willingness to make changes, to make positive changes to your life that affect this system. And this means a couple things. You have to, number one, you have to want a better life and a better future. You have to be willing to apply yourself, at least a little bit, in achieving it. You see, what we can do is we can make subtle changes inside of us that profoundly impact this entire system and allow us to shift from here over to here more and more often. And that's exactly what we focus on at AS Freedom. AS Freedom, you'll find, is very unique because we work on breaking this disease apart from the inside out. That's what we've done, that's what we coach, and that's what we understand. You guys, if you have questions on this right here, don't hesitate to let me know, and also consider sharing it with someone else that you know. Like I said, when someone realizes that this system is working in their body, they can take steps to influence it and move from here to here, and their body and their pain are going to respond. That's how this works. That's a law of nature. We can't get out of it, but we can unleash it for our success. So consider sharing it with someone that you know, because everyone can use empowering information. And make sure you like this channel or follow this page, whatever you need to do so that you don't miss out on future videos coming up. Guys, my name is Sky Denton. This is AS Freedom, and I congratulate you for showing up and creating a better future for yourself.